They're getting ready to go.
Okay, we are live, Chris.
Oh, right on.
Right on. Hello, everyone. Hello, Link Up. I am Taylor, and with me is Chris, and we're both from BitCutter Studios. And we have created a rhythm game called Groove Gunner, and we are here to show it off to you today. Um, and, hopefully get some awesome donations for this great cause, and we're very excited about that. So I will be playing the game, I should say. And we're going to go through as many songs as we can. We're going to try to beat some high scores. I really hope I can. There's some really great players in our game right now, and I'm a little scared that I won't be able to beat any of them, but that's okay. I'm a dev, not a pro player. That's what I'm going with anyway. Yeah, so I'll just kind of talk a little bit about our team quickly, about our game quickly, and then we'll get into playing. So, BitCutter Studios is very small. There's 4 of us. It started with 2, just me and Michael Berger. He's actually not on the stream right now, obviously. Chris is with me. And then about a year, almost 2 years ago, I think, another dev joined us, Gabriel Martinez. And then just a couple months ago, Chris joined us to kind of help us out with marketing and getting everything together in order to get Groove Gunner out the door in a respectful manner. So yeah, so Groove Gunner has been in development for over 2 years now. We started as just a weekend prototype. We really like rhythm. Well, I really like rhythm games. I'm not going to speak for the rest of the team, but I can assume they do as well. We are really into development. We have been around for about 4 or 5 years now. And yeah, we just really wanted to get into the rhythm space, let alone the VR space. The VR space was kind of why we quit our jobs and decided to become a studio. And we made one VR game. And yeah, we thought, hey, the rhythm VR space looks pretty awesome. And there's a lot of fun stuff going on there right now. So we jumped into that as well. And we're so glad we did. The community is amazing. The people are amazing. And it's just been a really, really good time. So I can't thank this community as a whole, the rhythm community and the link up community, everything, just awesome. So round of applause for you guys. So the game is in early access right now. It's close to being finished, but it's not quite there yet. We have a couple more things that we need to do. Going into early access has been huge for us. We put out the game in last October. So what is that, like 7, 8 months ago, something like that?
Yep.
And it is very, very different from when it first came out. The community has helped shape the game in ways that I never thought they would. Oh, my camera's getting really dark, hey? The sun is just starting to go down, so I'm going to brighten that up while I talk here. The community has really helped us. And, there's changes that we've made to the game that we didn't ever think we'd make, and it's been very promising. So we're very, 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 very appreciative of the community. We have no planned release date yet, but I can tell you it's getting really close. We have a couple features that we're working on right now. One is a in-game custom song browser. So for those of you who don't know, Groove Gunner has its own custom song creator and mapper program. I don't know what you want to call it. I just kind of lost the words there. My bad.
Editor.
Song editor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Which we actually use to edit all of the featured songs. So we built it, and we've been adding to it as we've gone. And I've used it to map every single featured song in the game. Very exciting. So we are giving that to all of our players to do whatever they can with. And I hope to show you later in the video, if we have a little bit of time, the editor itself. And what I'm going to do is I have a custom song that I've queued up, and I'm going to go through it and just show you some of the awesome possibilities that the editor has. The second thing that we plan to do before we launch is Twitch integration. And we have a lot of cool, I want to say, surprises around that that we think are really cool ideas and we haven't really seen done in many games. So we're very excited for that as well. So those are the two big things we're working on right now to get this thing out of early access. So pretty exciting. Second thing, another thing I wanted to say is we are giving away 2 t-shirts today. I'll kind of hold mine up. I'm wearing it today. Groove Gunner t-shirts. And anyone who donates more than $10 will be entered to win the t-shirts. And yeah, we're going to send them off. I'm sure we'll get in touch first and get a correct size, because winning a t-shirt is awesome, but winning one that fits you is even better. So that's that. I am going to step into VR, which means I'm going to take off this headset. Chris is going to kind of be my guide to any kind of questions or comments. Basically, he's going to be my chat. Right, Chris?
All right. So guys, like Taylor said, I'm kind of providing support here and all this sort of stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to just kind of like yell them out in chat, whatever. This is new to us to kind of be running the stream together. So as you can see, we have kind of a janky setup, as this is kind of my first time doing this. So go easy on us. But again, any questions you guys have, kind of throw them out in chat. Like Taylor said, basically the goal today is we'll be kind of running through some of the different songs that we have in the game. Like Taylor was mentioning before, we have 15 songs. Pardon me, are we at 16 songs
16,
now,
we're
Taylor?
at 16 now.
Yep. So we're at 16 on the OST. We're hoping to get to 18 before we actually launch. So in addition to launching with the new Twitch integration features, we're going to try out some of those before we go live. And like Taylor said, we also want to make sure that we have the kind of like song sharing library. We're gonna have to work on that name, but basically to make it easier, we have some folks in our Discord. We'll definitely see if we can send out some links. I might actually do it here in the chat too, but we have a link to our Discord. And then there we have some of the folks in our community that have already started to create custom songs. I know it's a lot of work. I didn't actually get through a custom song myself, but you can spend hours doing that. And some of the folks in our community, whether it's Mimixis or Dacron, definitely shout out to them for doing some of that. So looking forward to starting off with first Taylor playing the game for a little bit, showing us what's there. And then as we get closer to the rest in the stream, we'll show you, like Taylor's saying, some of the stuff that he's already created and just an idea how that works. So Taylor, are you just kind of getting ready to go here in VR, or how are things looking on your side?
Just getting it all set up here. For whatever reason. Oh, there we go.
Cool.
Just in a second to pop up.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just grabbing some water here while we're moving between setups.
No worries.
Someone said it's maybe a little too early to ask, but any chance for a release on Quest/PSVR? So it's easy for me to speak for these since I'm not the guy in the code, but we are for sure planning to do Oculus. Basically, we know we're planning to integrate to the SDK and do support there, just because we know that how the Oculus hardware reacts to the Vive or some of the other ones. There's some things, so definitely Quest, I would say, is on the roadmap. PSVR, I don't know, Taylor, have you guys talked about that one yet?
We've talked about PSVR. It's a little less of a, I don't know what the word is. It's less on our roadmap than Quest is. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
But, the idea of having our game on PSVR is very appealing. So it's definitely something we constantly look into, and we constantly kind of weigh in when we talk about what's next. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question a little bit.
So if not half answers the question, for sure Quest, and then PSVR, again, we're looking more at that. What else?
Correct.
FYI, I was playing a beta of this during the Beast of the East Marathon last year. Oh yeah, Lyrodon's actually, for me, the guy that told me about this. So again, shout out to Lyrodon for kind of letting us know about it. So yeah, Taylor, I think I see the game now on stream. We should be good to go.
All right. So I'll just kind of go through the very basics here. So we have your Groove Gunner rank right here. So as you play through, you kind of improve in rank, and you go up from bronze all the way to legend. I am not at legend yet because I am not that good at the game, but I'm double platinum. That's not bad, not bad. We have stats and leaderboard. So we have kind of all these different stats about
you playing. We have a global leaderboard, which I'm actually 5th on right now. Very excited about that. There's a bunch of names on here that you guys may or may not recognize, so I'll just kind of go up and down a couple times here, and then I'll head back. So we got play, we got practice, we got a record collection, which I'll show you in a bit. We got tutorial, and that's about it. We have a settings. I might get into that a bit, actually. Just really quickly, there's actually something I wanted to shut off just for now. So we have a groove cam, and basically that just allows us to put kind of a fake camera that follows your head in VR, so you can get a better FOV and a better smoothness for streaming purposes. So I'm going to leave that on, but I'm going to take the auto groove cam off for now. And that actually just kind of creates like a kind of a stage show, I guess, where the camera like rotates around you and shows kind of different angles and stuff. I'm going to take it off for now just because I want you guys to see the first person view. We can try putting that on later. And then we also have this groove overlay. This was something we were super excited about when we first worked on it. So for streaming purposes, and you'll see how this works soon, you have all these different components and you can move them around. Things like song name, song info, score, your personal best on that song, combos, multiplier, you know, single target and bullet hits, groove meter, which is basically your health. And you can add other items. So there's 3 items here that I don't have on there yet. You can click one and add it, or you can remove items. So that's kind of how that works. It's a pretty cool thing. Other than that, I'm just going to get right into playing here. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. I am going to start on, I'm not sure what song to start on, but I'm going to start on recruit difficulty, just to kind of show you how the game goes from easy to very difficult very quickly. It's a great game if you like challenge,
Yes.
and you like to kind of grind it out until you can do something you never thought you could. So I'll start with, actually, you know what? I'm going to start with Headspin. It's a cool song. So yeah, you pick your difficulty and hit start. You got a leaderboard on your right, and you got your global position, the difficulty of the song, BPM, all that good stuff here. So here we go. Headspin on Recruit. The song is one of the, it's actually kind of an easier song as you go up, I find, anyway. So the goal of the game is to hit the targets as they hit this grid, and if you time it perfectly, which I did not, you'll know pretty quick. If you hit it right in the middle and your timing is perfect, you'll see lightning at the top there. So there's 2 mechanics. There's shooting, but then there's also blocking. And as you can see in Recruit, this is fairly simple right now. Just a little bit of movement. Not too much of a mix. In the harder difficulties, we really get into mixing targets and bullets, and things get pretty crazy.
So kind of like Taylor was saying before, like we have 4 levels of difficulties, and this Recruit starting one is, you know, a pretty nice place to start, especially if you've tried out some VR games before. But again, like Taylor said, that higher level of difficulty on Executioner is really tough. So although for some folks, especially here in the rhythm scene, this might look like a bit of a joke, this really ramps up quite a bit for sure. So this is just to get us started, I'd say.
Yeah, when we first put the Groove Gunner out into early access, people were actually having a really hard time even just with Recruit. And, you know, that's something that I think comes from me developing the game for so long, getting better at it, and then thinking, this is too easy, people are going to find it boring. And it was definitely the opposite. So we eventually made Recruit a little easier. So as you notice, there's not a lot of shooting and blocking kind of at the same time, or like really quick switching. It's all very spread out and kind of user-friendly.
Yeah. Someone was mentioning the mix of Audica with a bit of Audio Shield and Dance Collider, so we hear those ones. I mentioned Synth Riders 2 comes up, so definitely mixing some stuff out there for sure to get the gameplay we're looking for.
Yeah, definitely.
Taylor, I don't know if it's a mix, and maybe you told me about this before, but is the game audio kind of muted because we're both on stream right now, or is that kind of a limitation?
The game audio muted? What do you mean?
I'm not hearing the game audio, like the song playing, but maybe I'm just tuned into the... Oh, you know, I have it cut down, so I don't have the the extra Twitch stuff. Never mind. That's good. It's a test. You passed there.
Anyone listening on the stream right now, is there audio in the game?
All of it. Yeah, no, it is. I'm like, why don't I hear anything? It's like, oh yeah, that's because you turned it down because you're hearing all the delayed audio. Perfect. Yeah. Twitch chat is now just reminding me technology is hard. Good. We're good to go. Thank you, Inspire64.
Thank you. Thank you so much for reminding Chris that. I always have to remind him, and I'm getting sick of it. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Chris, you're on mute.
So another thing I'll mention quickly, you probably noticed during the song there is quite a light show happening, and the cool thing about the light show is it's very unique to every song, which, I mean, most rhythm games have that, but we actually, in the song editor, we give you complete control of the light show. You can put videos up on the screen, you can put images, you can put color, you can choose every color, you can pan things, you can flash things, you can, you'll see. Well, every song that we get into here, just keep your eye on the light show a little bit and see some of the cool things that we've done with the sorry, I was just going to say some of the cool things we've done with the featured songs, and I can only say I haven't played a lot of the custom songs. I've watched videos and my mind is just blown with some of the things that people have done.
Yeah. I was going to say, we had a quick question on here, Taylor. It says, how is the pitch on the blocked notes determined? So I don't know, Kevin, if you're talking about like bullets coming at you, or are you talking about like the targets?
Yeah. I assume so. So currently, and this is something we've actually talked about quite a bit. Currently, what happens is, sorry, I'm just going to go back to the menu so I don't have music blaring at me. Currently, how this works is we have one sound for target hits and one sound for blocking bullets. Programmatically, we give that kind of a random variation every time you hit it. So currently, it doesn't go with the song. Like, you know, the higher the note, the higher the pitch of the hit. That's something we've kind of talked about. It's not easy to do, obviously. So that's something that we're kind of considering different ways of handling. One thing that keeps coming up is people want to either import or at least select from a few different types of sounds from the blocking or the shooting. So that's definitely something that's on our radar. And that's kind of where that's at right now. So hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. Thanks for the question, Kevin.
All right, so
up to marksman now.
Yeah, let's do marksman. Do you have any suggestions there, Chris? What I should play? One thing I should note is that we have a very, very big assortment of music genres in this game, and that was kind of the goal from the start. Let's go with. I'm going to save some of the faster, crazier songs for when we have when we're on Sharpshooter.
Hey, Taylor, one more question before you get into the next one.
Sure.
Kevin said, I wasn't sure if it was getting higher as it got closer to the edge of the shield to let you know it's getting closer to missing. Oh, so almost like a bit of like an audio indicator to say, hey, you hit it, but maybe not close to the center. Okay, no, that's cool.
It's not, but that is a genius idea.
It is a really good idea. We're going to take that away. Thanks, Kevin. It is going to show up on our roadmap, I'm sure, sometime in the future.
So as you can see, there's a lot more of a mix of bullets and targets right now. And there's double targets have started to be introduced.
Yeah, this one's requiring a little bit more focus, more stuff going on the screen.
Yeah, sorry. The more focused I get, the less I'm probably going to talk.
I'm
so.
like, why is Taylor quiet all of a sudden? I'm like, oh, we've just moved up a difficulty. That's why.
Yeah. I will definitely like answer questions. It's more thinking of other things to talk about.
Yeah.
Not that I'm short on any. I have a ton of stuff I want to talk about. But yeah,
So
while I'm playing and stuff.
Lyrodon just had a question. So speaking of it being tough, he said, have you considered doing crossover DLC/updates with other rhythm games? So not since I've been around, we haven't talked about this, but I don't know if this is something you guys have thought about in the past.
So, for example, are you talking like...
It says other rhythm games. So like, I guess like that would be like Boombox or Audica or some other one. Is that kind of what you're thinking of, Lyrodon? Like other ones like VR style? Yeah. I don't know. You're half focusing on the game. I don't know if we have talked about that one before, but that's something
we haven't. No. Yeah, that's definitely something. I shouldn't say we haven't talked about that. Like it's come up as something we should do in the future. Might be just one of those things where our team's so small that we can't do everything at once. But yeah, that's definitely a good call. So when you ask that question, are you more thinking like the songs that are in other games could be in Groove Gunner and then vice versa? Is that kind of the...
Here's one. So it says where the arcade game got an update with originals from Archaea. I'm not familiar with this one. ARC.
Yeah, I know Archaea. Yeah.
Okay, you know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do we got? Is there an accuracy component for those blocked notes too, or is it as long as you successfully block them, you're good? I think as long as you block them, you're good. Or do we have accuracy on those ones?
No. So for the shield and the bullets, it's purely if you got it or not. For the targets, there's a lot going on with the targets. The targets are scored based on two things. How accurate you were, like how close to the middle you got to that specific target, and how far away or how far before or how far after it hit the grid that you hit it. If obviously if you hit it right on and you hit the middle, you get top points. I think top points right now is 250 per target, not including
Taylor,
multiplier.
Do you want to show that? Like maybe like on.
Oh yeah. So we have two things here. This is all shot accuracy and shot timing. So as you can see, we have a graph down here. It might be hard to see in the stream, but
you can see in the stream's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. So it says good bracket late. So that means like you hit it. It was okay, but it was a little late. And then we have great late, and then we have perfect, which is the bright purple bar there. And then we have great early and good early. So that's kind of your that's your bar to hit, is you want to hit everything in the perfect timing. And as you can see, even on the second difficulty, I am not hitting perfect timing. And I'm a musician. That's just embarrassing.
No, that's good. So while you're talking about that one, Taylor, like this was a question from Kevin, so I think we got that one. But then we have another question about how do we go about choosing songs for licensing? Do we have pre-existing relationships with labels to give you a range to choose from? Or do you choose them personally? So from what I remember, we had like contests where people submitted a whole bunch of songs. Taylor and Mike picked from them and then kind of worked with them. But Taylor, I'll let you fill in the blanks because there's a lot of kind of work that went into that whole song decision process.
Absolutely. So first I'll just mention that this is, and you've probably already realized, this is the accuracy. So closer to the middle, more points. As far as the song licensing goes, we did this very different, I think, than any other game. I don't know all the details and how games do this, but what we did was we put out a call for submissions on, sites like Reddit. Well, Reddit was the big one, and then other things like other social media blasts and whatnot. And we got hundreds of submissions. All these bands that just love gaming and love VR games, and we're like, oh my God, we'd love to be in a game. And so we combed through these songs. So there's a couple rules for the songs. First of all, you had to have, obviously you had to own the rights to the song. That's first and foremost. We were mostly looking for indie artists because I grew up as a musician. I know lots of musicians. I know lots of indie musicians. And we thought this would be a really cool way to get music for our game, but also help musicians. So we put out a call for submissions. We got hundreds of them. We picked 15, I believe. Yes, 15 to be in the game. And then we kind of have a set of like licensing rules. So basically, you have to have all the rights to your song. You retain all the rights, obviously. We're not going to take any of that away from you. And then we just had some agreements to go through, and that was the licensing. We share a cut of the game's revenue with all the artists. So that's really cool. We're very excited about that. And yeah, along with the songs, artists also had to send in artwork. It's a lot of things that go into a game, right? It's not just your music, it's your image and your brand. So yeah, so the artists gave us all that, and yeah, and off we went. So that's basically what we're doing right now. We're kind of giving indie artists a platform to step up on and say, hey, here's my song. It's really fun in this game. It's pretty cool. And we're giving them a cut of the revenue. So
for sure. So I don't know if you want to head into, I guess, Sharpshooter next. We're at 5:35, so at least get through there. Then maybe we can decide about heading to the editor after that for a quick overview.
Yeah, let's just go quick. 3 songs. Let's play 3 songs.
Okay.
I'm going to play. Okay, I'm going to play this on Sharpshooter. This is kind of a fan favorite, the song so far. So here we go. And this song's got a lot of cool things in it. It's got video, cool light show. I haven't played it for a while, so I hope I do okay. I hope I at least make it to the end.
I'm guessing you're going to be talking less during this song now that we're actually on Sharpshooter.
Probably, yeah.
Holy shit. Phoenix just donated $50. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Phoenix. All right.
As you can see on Sharpshooter, a lot more bullets and targets together. It really controls how you move, right? Oh, I missed that.
On the stream, I haven't seen you actually miss it yet. You're still at the 7 times multiplier. Oh, never mind.
So, something bad that's happening right now. There should be videos playing, but there isn't. So, that's just a problem on my side. Because something got screwed up with my files during development. That's too bad, because the videos are really cool.
Yeah, so like Taylor's saying, like that's one of the things where in the editor you can control, like you can see all the lights changing in the background, you can see the stage changing, but there is the ability for videos to show up too. But like Taylor said, we're also supposed to be, actually Twitch comment is blame QA, so I guess that's me. But yeah, normally there should be video playing, but we're kind of working, like Taylor said, on the custom song editor and the sharing right now, so we'll have to show that another time. Are getting some stream comments with the devil horns up, so that means you're not doing too bad, Taylor.
It might be more fun to show a little less of the editor and play some more songs too. We'll see. Depends what people want, I guess.
Yeah, so after this song, actually, so for folks in the chat, we can definitely show another song, or we could flip to the editor, whatever you guys want to do here.
We'll play a couple more songs at very least. I gotta play some on Executioner, because...
Okay. Show some at the top level.
Yeah. I'm actually doing pretty good on this, even though I haven't played it for a while, this song, so... It really bums me out that the video isn't working, though. It adds so much to the song.
Well, I mean, like I said, that's one of the reasons that you picked this one too.
feel like I have to be a contortionist to play this part.
Yeah. Lots of positive comments in chat, even without the video. Good.
Yeah, being a musician growing up and also really loving going to concerts, I really wanted the background of the game to really just feel like an awesome live show, you know?
Yeah. And I guess like Taylor was saying before, the good thing is with these songs, all the stuff for the featured songs we have in here, like that's all available to anyone else doing custom. So like he said,
Yeah.
there's a few ones that folks have done already that are really, really cool.
So I'll play this song. I don't think anyone even that has the game knows this, but this is actually my old band. And I put this song in because I thought I have the rights to it. So let's put it in the game. That was pretty much the only, and it is a fun song to play. And you know, the song's like 8 or 9 years old or something. So I'm gonna play it on Executioner. I'm very sorry if I don't finish it. I think I've finished this song once on Executioner. So
Kevin in chat's like, he's interested to see what you think the hardest difficulty is. So that sounds like a little bit of a challenge there. No pressure, Taylor.
Stop the train, I'm getting off here. I'll be a while, don't wait my tear. I'll take a ride on a fast change hurricane. When I get back, I won't be.
Oh, I always screw that part up. And that part. Oh my goodness.
Pretty much full groove meter right now, man. You're still in it.
It's good. I did practice this one a bit before the stream. Ah! See, videos are working in this one.
Well, see,
It's
this
weird.
is good.
I need something new, something to fix.
Lyrodon's saying that the customs have rubbed off on this song a little bit.
Oh yeah. So after seeing some of the customs that people are making, and then mapping a new song, I was like, well, I can do a much better job than I've been doing.
Yeah, getting some ideas from the community.
Oh man, some of those songs, just literally the first time I saw the one that Dacron had made, I forget what it's called now, but the first time I saw that, my mind was blown. And then the one that Mimixis did also blew my mind again. This gets crazy, so sorry, I'm probably not going to be talking a lot.
That's okay. We'll get your questions later, because Taylor's trying to focus on passing this one. Thanks, Kevin. We'll get back to this in a little sec. But he was just mentioning that, has this inspired you to get back to making music at all, Taylor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
The only downside to that is time is really hard to find when you're developing video games, because they take forever to make.
Yes.
Which is a good thing as well, because you want to spend time. You don't want things to be half-assed, and I think we've really, really done a lot of work to polish up Groove Gunner here. But yes, I really, really want to make more music. I actually pulled the old project for this out and started remastering it for the game, and then I realized, my God, I haven't done this forever, and I do not know what I'm doing. So I just took it as is into the game.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
That was hard.
You can tell you're practicing that one.
Hey, my timing for that one wasn't too bad, which, I mean, it should be. I mean, I've played the song live before. And
Let's see
then
the stats.
the shot accuracy, not so much, though. Holy smokes. Yeah, there's not too many people on this one yet on Executioner. So it's a fairly new song. And yeah, and I mean, come on, Executioner is just, it's tough.
Oh, you did it though. You made it through the executioner though one. That's nice.
What time? What time we looking at here, Chris?
We are at 5:44, so we probably have time to run through like
Let's
maybe
do
some
one more.
executioner songs.
Yeah, let's do one more, and then I'm gonna quickly just show you guys the editor,
Sure.
really quickly. Like it'll be like a 5-minute demo, but that's okay. It'll give me a chance to get out of VR.
So someone had a comment. I really want to make customs for this, but I don't think I have the computer for it. Yeah, I want to say like you probably don't need a ton for this, but like, do we have system requirements on the editor, Taylor?
I'll get into that when we get into the editor, but I would say you're probably fine. The only downside is you may or may not be able to test it in VR, but
Yeah.
the good part about that is we have an awesome community, some of which have been vocal during the stream here, that can probably test it for you.
That's true. Sencha was just saying, I want to see an official Groove Gunner theme song. I'll have to add that to the list for us to talk about at our next stand-up meeting. I'll burn it down.
This is one of my favorite songs to play. It's just so fun and like,
It is a
I
fun
don't know.
one. Like the mapping for it works. Mr. Cool is saying, I don't even have a headset. I just like charting things. Well, you definitely have some people that could help play that for you. Test it out.
yeah. The one advantage to playing the game first is you kind of understand the mechanics better, but you know, honestly, I would just do it, man. It's just more fun to just jump into something and try, you know? I'll show you the editor though, and then maybe it will encourage you, hopefully. It's complex, it's powerful, but once you get the hang of it, it's cool because you can literally do, well, I shouldn't say literally do anything with it. I mean, you can't, you know, create a first-person shooter in it, but you can do quite a bit.
I mentioned the whole stand-up comment, and everyone's like, "Oh," talking about those people that don't shut up during stand-up meetings. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's definitely me sometimes." We usually call each other out, or try to, anyways.
Yeah.
Oh. Someone's saying that some of these Groove Gunner songs could be crossover in other games too. So lots of thank you guys for those awesome comments.
Totally.
Doing good, man. Sounds like this burn it down. No trouble on here. I don't think I've even seen you break your combo for a bit here.
Yeah, this song I've played a lot.
Lot to play testing.
Oh,
the
how
video's
could I
working on
do
this
that?
one too.
How did I miss those last two targets? That is just awful.
It's okay.
All right. Hey, I actually went up a little bit, which means I beat my highest score, so that's cool.
Oh, new record, new PB.
Record. Okay, one quick thing before we jump out of here. So we have a record collection. Every difficulty you beat in the game, you collect a record from that song. And then there's also one, you'll see the ones on the right here. I hardly have any. I have, I think, 2 or 3, but they're legendary records. And the way you get those is you stay above 80% groove while playing Executioner, the entire song. It is not easy. I think there's one person, is it Captain Claw that got all of those, or Flower Snack? I forget who, but...
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, so I'm going to jump out of VR.
All right. Now do a quick run through on the editor. I think we're at 5:49. So yeah, 10 minutes to go through it. Oh, Flower Snack just confirmed.
Does he have all of them?
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane. I'm not. I mean, I'm nothing but impressed. That's crazy. We originally did all that stuff in the game, and we thought, no one's ever gonna. I mean, it'll be a year or so before anyone beats all these songs on Executioner or gets Legendary. So that's not the case. That happened in
Oh, your mic isn't as loud, Taylor. Like, did you switch something? Well, I guess you're using the headset before.
No. That's my bad. I forgot to switch over to the headset mic.
How's that?
Yeah, it's definitely better. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I set up a song. It's another song from my old band because I have the rights to use it, so why not? So I'll just jump into that right now. So the first thing you'll see in the song editor is song properties. And this is where you set up everything like the name, the author, the artist, what year it was released, all that kind of stuff. It's actually 11 years old. I was wrong when I said 8. Wow. You put in the BPM, time signature, all that stuff. And then you're good to go. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here I'm not going to get into just because
We
it
have
take
10
too long
minutes.
to explain. We have 10 minutes, yeah. One thing I will mention, though, is there's a little checklist here that tells you if your song's actually ready. If it's not ready, it won't actually show up in the game. It'll only show up in the game if you have all of these things, which is really easy. Just the audio file, some naming, album art, record art, that's it. It's all the stuff we need to display it in the game, basically. And then we have this checklist here that says, hey, I'm working on Recruit, but it's not done yet. You can put this to in progress. That means people can still play it, but it's not finished. This is kind of useless right now, but we have a bunch of future functionality around this coming out soon. And that's it. So let's edit the song. So here's the editor. It looks like any other timeline editor, video editor, audio editor, etc. Here are the two graphs. So this one's for bullets, the one on the right, the one on the left is for targets. And if you come down here and hit space, you can play the song, as you can see there. So I already have this queued up and kind of in the right place. I'm going to turn auto scroll off here. And I'm just going to start putting down bullets because I think bullets are really probably what I want for this first part, this like electric piano part. So I'll put one here. And I'll put a left bullet here. And you can see it actually comes down the lane. And as you scrub, you can see it comes as well. This editor, we spent a lot of time on getting it perfect. And it's not perfect yet. There's some things that need improvement, but it's definitely getting there. So I'll see I have another bullet right here. Let's do a right one. And then we'll do a double one, maybe right here. Something like that. There you go. There's your first 3 bullets. I'll go to a kind of a more crazy part of the song here. We'll start putting some targets in. So I'll put a target right here. Obviously, I would spend a lot more time on the other part first. Let's put something like this in. And I can also adjust the music level so I can actually hear the target hit and see if it's on time, which it is. And the drums in this song are actually a little hard to time right. Like they're off that beat. They're not on that beat. I think they're like on the half beat here, which will be a little tough to map this song.
So Taylor, one of the questions coming up from the chat is, I mean, definitely some nice comments, so thank you folks, but one person was asking, could you bring up an already charted song in the editor to show us a complex chart? So I think like this is showing, hey, here's how you'd kind of start from scratch, but maybe one, especially because there's so many options in the like light show, that might be a good way to just be like, oh, this is how complex it can get. I don't know if that could work.
I should have thought about that before. I can't really. Because I have the game open and not the actual
like the Unity project.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. Sorry, Disney Fire. This is something we'll think about for future, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah.
one thing that we want to do is allow people to grab any of the featured songs, put them into the custom song chart, and just go with it. And actually, I might just be able to do that. Just give me 1 second here. Projects, Unity. If I can't do this, I'll know pretty quick.
Yeah.
This is something I should be able to do, but I haven't actually tested it out, so that's why I'm a little leery on doing it.
Yeah, this is kind of fair warning for the chat. I mean, we only have 5 minutes left, so if we're gonna like
Yeah,
blow up the stream,
I'm
this
not
isn't a
gonna.
bad time to do
Sorry.
it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of the effects, and I'm just going to
Yes.
create, in really quickly in 5 minutes, I'm going to create as much as I can here. So I'm going to turn all of these on. So these are like filters for the things that you can mess with in the editor. There's a lot of them. Each one of these is a different property for something like lights, for like stage lights, particle cannons, etc. I'll show you a particle cannon right now. I'll put one right here at the start. So you just hit Alt, you hold Alt, and you click anywhere on the graph to put one in. The time that you extend it to is just the time it'll play over. And if I click on this action, I get properties up here. I'll spawn some music notes. That sounds fun. And I'll make the color of them go from, everything starts on white, but I'm going to go from, oh, that color selector's a little messed up. I'm going to go from white to red. So as we scroll this, we can see, oh, one sec. Actually, maybe it's, of course, it's not going to work because, you know, why would it work? So Steam works. The music note isn't working for some reason. So you can see it goes from white to red over that time, right? If I shorten this time and I put we'll go to blue for all of our American friends. We're here in Canada, so we got ours already, the white to red. Red and then to blue. So that's kind of how the different notes work here. I'll show you what the cables look like. So I'm just going to crank up their brightness, and you can actually, if you go over, you can see it happen in real time, right? So that's kind of the cables. They kind of connect everything to the speakers. And we can do all sorts of things here. Like we can also give them color. I'll give them like I don't know, like a red color. We'll just go random on the colors for now. So we got red. That's really bright. As you can see, they're just glowing like crazy. We can do all sorts of things, like we can give them a texture. So the game comes with a whole bunch of pre-built textures here. They're all the ones that we use in the song. So I'll give it, I don't know, something weird like this. So it kind of gives it like a weird texture. And then you can pan that texture over time. So let's pan it this whole time. Let's pan it like, I don't know, one pan on the X. So as you can see, the cables now move, which is pretty cool. So just really simple stuff like that really adds a lot to the stage show. And, you know, I did that in, you know, what, like 5-6 clicks, super easy stuff. And you got portal crystals. I'll just do one more here and then I'll get into the really cool ones, which are the screens. So these are the portal crystals. That's kind of the crystal looking things that are around the actual portal. So you can light those up. You can do all the same stuff. You can give them 2 colors actually. The portals have 2 colors, so I'll just give them 2 colors. I'll do like a teal or something. As you can see, it's coming up there, and I'll give color 2. Yeah, sure, we'll go with purple. And the colors won't work until you put an image in, because it uses the image to get the black and white gradient map. So let's do this.
So Taylor, we're just down to about 3 minutes left. So if you want to show off the video, maybe we'll just cue that up quick and we'll take any kind of final questions. Most people are saying pretty positive things about how much customization there is on the kind of options right now, though.
Yeah, see that panning? Yeah, I'll show you guys the video. I don't actually have a video to use. Well, I guess I can use one of the other band's videos, so I'll do that. But I just want to show you the backdrop in general because it's just fantastic. Yeah. So, so you can go to Screen Media. So you can add an item, and I can go to somewhere, find my Groove Gunner stuff here. Go to Artist Assets. It should be fine. Grab one of these Celestial video. Oh, those PNGs. I have their videos somewhere, but, well, whatever. We're not going to spend too much time on that. So I'll just grab this image here. And then I will turn up the brightness on that screen, and we'll see what that image looks like. So you can see the images there. On the screens, we can do something really cool, which is change the pixel density. So it actually looks like you can see like all the square LEDs there. So you can like zoom that in and out. So that's kind of neat. And of course, we can put it back to how it was. So you get this kind of like pulsating effect as you play. And then I will quickly show you the backdrop. The backdrop's the other place you can put videos or images. I'm just showing you images right now because, of course, I don't have any videos queued up. So I'll just grab one of these. It's a cool one. Click it. And I'll turn the brightness up on that as well. And I'll show you just a couple cool things. I'm just going to change the camera angle just so you can see a little bit more of the stage there. Okay, so we've got this cool image up on the backdrop. There's a ton, as you can see, there's a ton. These are all backdrop. And anything in this purple area is all backdrop stuff we could do. So I can put a mask on it. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put a mask image, grab that quick.
So we're just at 6, so you just kind of finish this one up, Taylor. But thanks everyone for having us and hosting us on here. Like, really great to see the good things that people are doing here, kind of raising funds for good cause for direct relief. And again, really appreciate the comments and again the feedback for us. We got some things to take away and talk about as a team, and definitely some things we'll try again for the future. So thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. One thing I really wanted to say too is, you know, supporting a charity like this is really awesome, and I think we're all kind of touched by any charity that has to do with general health and, you know, relief and disaster relief and all that kind of stuff. So very, very cool. And we're very excited to be a part of this, and we're very thankful that we could be a part of this because this has been really awesome. So
all right,
see everyone later.
Thanks, guys.
Hope you enjoyed. Oh, one more thing.